guys, so I just caught up on how to get away with murder. The last video that I made talking about it was that I had just finished season 2 and I'm now officially all caught up. So the last episode that aired was season 3 episode 9. The show returns on January 19th, so that's when we'll get the rest of season 3 and we can finally figure out what the hell happened to Wes. So yes, there's going to be spoilers in this video. I need to talk about it because I can't even deal. And yeah, so like I said in the last video I made, I got spoilers online about one of the characters dying. And as I was watching season 3, I was kind of just waiting for it to happen. I was waiting to see when it was going to be revealed that this person had died. And you know, at first I thought maybe the internet was lying. Maybe someone else dies and it wasn't Wes. But no. It's Wes, and I don't know how to feel about that. Because I've been watching the show on Netflix and I've just been binge watching it, I haven't had to wait that long to figure out what exactly has happened to your character if they've died. But now that I have to wait, I'm gonna go insane because I need to know what happened to Wes. Like, he was already dead before the fire started, and like we saw Nate go to the house, and then we saw Laurel go into the house. We didn't see Wes go into the house. We don't know who else was there. Like, I don't even know, guys. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know, like, how to process. I feel like this season's, the way that they did the flashbacks for this season in particular was different than they have done the other two, so I can't even begin to piece together what the hell happened. And, yeah. So, I don't really know what to think. I mean, honestly, at first, I kind of thought that maybe Frank had something to do with it. I feel like he does have something to do with it, but at the same time, I don't know why he would kill Wes. Like, in this season, Frank kind of goes rogue and, like, does his own thing, and you're like, what the fuck is happening to Frank? He ends up coming back in, like, the last few episodes, and he wants to make things right with Annalise, and I feel like killing Wes is not the way to make things right for her. So yes, this whole thing started because Frank killed Lila and everyone thought that Sam killed Lila, so Wes kills Sam, and then everyone covers up the murder that Wes committed and all this stuff. So really it all started with Wes, although if you really think about it, technically it started with Frank. But anyway, yeah. Everyone thinks, because the show made it that way, that it all started with Wes and that he killed Sam trying to protect Rebecca, and it was this whole thing. But you know, as the show's progressed, we realize how much Wes actually means to Annalise, because Annalise knew his mother, and his mother, like, told Annalise to take care of him before she committed suicide. So really, Frank killing Wes to get back on good terms with Annalise was not the way to go about this. So I don't really think that Frank has anything to do with it. Do I think that Nate has something to do with it? Maybe. I'm not exactly sure about the timeline of things, but I mean, we saw Nate be the first to go into Annalise's house after we see her call, like, everyone being like, come to my house. We see Nate go in. He's looking for Annalise. He maybe didn't find her, and maybe he left before Wes got there. Although, you know, whenever Wes leaves the police station, you see Nate at the police station, so maybe Nate left the house way before anyone else, like, got to the house, before Annalise called any of them. Like I said, I'm not really sure on the timeline of events, because it didn't really show you, but yeah, so basically Wes must have been in the house with someone before Laurel got there, and somehow the person that was involved in killing Wes and possibly setting off that explosion happened before Laurel got there, or the person that killed Wes and then obviously set up an explosion to cover their tracks obviously got out of the house before Laurel came in, or maybe Laurel saw them. I don't really know. It's just so crazy. Like, this show has so much going on, like, and I'm finding it hard to explain it, I guess because I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I mean, this isn't like Pretty Little Liars where I can kind of talk to you guys and explain everything. This is so much more than that, and I can't even deal. And I feel like Connor's looking really suspicious, because he didn't seem that upset whenever he found out that Wes was the one that died, although I think maybe he was just in shock. I'm not really sure. Even though he was hooking up with that guy that Oliver was dating, and it was this whole thing. I just don't even know, guys. I mean, obviously it wasn't Asher, because Asher was drunk out of his mind, so there's no way that Asher could have done it. Laurel obviously wouldn't do it because, you know, she loves Wes, and also was apparently pregnant with his child. So that's a whole thing. It obviously wasn't Annalise, because Annalise was with Oliver, and it wasn't Oliver because he was with Annalise. It could have been Bonnie, although I don't think it would have been Bonnie either. I don't know who it could have been. Although I was really surprised whenever Bonnie killed Rebecca back in season 2, so there's that. And not to mention the whole like DA thing about their investigation against Annalise. Don't really know what's going on there either. I feel like the whole first half of season 3 has given us nothing, basically, because I don't even have anything to say about it. I don't even have suspicions of who might have killed her. Like, killed him. So yeah, I don't even know. I mean, I guess a lot of their problems go away if Wes does die, because, you know, he was like the one that started it by killing Sam, but at the same time, it's like, Wes didn't kill Rebecca. Wes didn't kill Lila. Wes didn't, like, kill that person, that the other lawyer. Like, he might have killed that one person, but I mean, they're still covering up a bunch of murders that everyone else did, so why does killing Wes solve the problem? It doesn't. And I don't even know, guys. I'm just like really waiting for the show to come back. I think by the time I actually post this video, the show will come back like the day after. Like, I'm gonna post this, I think, on the 18th. So yeah, it's the 16th right now, and I'm freaking out. And I just can't wait for another episode, because I need to know now, guys. I need to know what happened to Wes. I need to know who's responsible. And I'm now starting to worry, are they just going to kill off all the main cast members? Is this really where the show is about to go? Because I don't need that in my life. I really don't need that. And yeah, I don't know, guys. This show has ruined me. This show has made me a nervous wreck. Like, I was almost going to make a video last night when I watched the episode before this one, whenever Frank was holding the gun to his head. I was like, oh my god, Frank, you cannot do this. Annalise is screaming at him to do it. Bonnie's screaming at him to stop. And I was just like, Frank, put the gun down. I mean, Frank has done a lot of bad things, but to be honest, so has everyone else. Although really, none of this stuff would have happened if it wasn't for Frank. Because Frank really started it whenever he spied on Annalise during that case. And then he basically snitched on Annalise, and then these people killed her child in a car accident, and then Sam found out about it, that it was Frank's fault, and then Frank in turn owed Sam a favor by killing Lila, and like, really it all comes down to Frank. So I guess if anyone was supposed to die, it would have been Frank, but at the same time, I don't want him to die, because like, I mean, he used to be so mysterious and so cool, and you kind of wanted him and Laurel to be together, and then in this last like half of the season, everything's just sort of fallen apart. I mean, you think that, you know, all the people have their shit together by this point, but they don't. Like, season 1, all of the students were freaking out. In season 2, I feel like Annalise began to break down. I mean, Annalise, guys, Annalise has been through so much, and she probably didn't really expect this to happen when she decided to be nice and take Wes off the wait list, but, you know, these things happen, and it's all kind of crazy, and I really wish I could get my thoughts together, but I just can't. I mean, basically, bottom line is, there's no one on the cast, or there's no one out of the main characters right now that I think could have done this. But I definitely want to see if Tumblr has some answers for me, because I feel like this is one of those fandoms where everyone comes up with theories and shares them on the internet, because if they can do it for a show like Pretty Little Liars, which is not the most shocking, like, crazy sort of storyline, but it's like a good enough storyline and has built such a big fan base that it has those people making theories and stuff, then I feel like How to Get Away with Murder has to have that. And if it doesn't, I'm like, what's wrong with you guys, because this is an amazing show. Also, I'm really sorry that I keep like bringing up Pretty Little Liars in comparison to How to Get Away with Murder, because I know that they're not on the same level, and they're not really the same at all, but I feel like that's the only comparison I can really make right now, because like I make videos about Pretty Little Liars, and now I'm making videos about How to Get Away with Murder, so that's kind of why I'm doing the comparison thing. I'm not saying that like one is better than the other or anything like that. I'm just saying that those are the two shows that I'm watching in my life that tend to have a little bit of suspense in them, and so yeah. I don't really know what else I'm going to say, guys. Like I said, I'm just going to go on the internet, I'm going to read some theories, I'm going to find out some stuff, and just wait for the next episode. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this show if I'm not allowed to binge watch it. Like, waiting week by week for an episode of this is going to be excruciating, because, I mean, I can wait for new episodes of shows. I'm not the most patient when it comes to that. Sometimes if you leave it on a really good cliffhanger, I'm like, yo, bring back my show. But for the most part, I tend to be good at waiting. I mean, we don't get new Pretty Little Liars episodes until April, so I'm doing pretty good on waiting on that, though I have recently started reading the Pretty Little Liars books, so that's kind of been holding me over. Don't ask me what I'm going to do when Pretty Little Liars is over, because I have no idea. I mean, I guess How to Get Away with Murder is kind of helping me get over the fact that Pretty Little Liars is ending in 10 episodes, but I don't know. It'll be weird. But yeah, anyway, enough talk about Pretty Little Liars. This is about How to Get Away with Murder. Like I said, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do when I have to wait weekly for episodes, but since there is only like 15 episodes per season, I'm hoping that they don't take breaks whenever they start back on the show. I hope that it's just like a continuing thing for the next like 6 weeks or so while we get the final answers to this, because I really could not do with another hiatus. I don't know how people have been dealing with this show while it's been on hiatus. They've probably been on the internet making theories, which is what's going on. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Again, I think this video was just a bunch of rambling. I don't know if it made any sense, but I hope you guys kind of understand where I'm at right now. If not, then watch this show, because then maybe you'll get an idea of where I am right now. Not really sure how to feel about all the characters or anything. I just don't know, guys. Which is, I guess, how I feel after watching an episode of anything that is really, like, shocking and thriller and all that kind of stuff. Like, I never really know how to feel after the end of an episode. I'm always a little bit traumatized, a little bit shocked. I always have like a billion questions, but you know what? That's what makes for good TV. That's what gets people talking about it, and that's why I think like shows like this have like a really big following, because it does encourage people to talk about it and make up theories and things. Like, that's just the kind of shows that it is, and it's great. But yeah. Anyway, I don't have anything else to say that's going to be worth saying, so I'm going to go. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And let me know in the comments below who you think killed Wes, because as you guys can see, I have no idea who it could have possibly been. It might have been that lawyer girl that was, like, building that case against Annalise. She seems kind of suspicious. But, yeah, anyway. Who knows? Again, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. I'm just kind of feeling weird about it. Like, I feel like I need someone else to talk about this with, because I don't think anyone that I know watches it. Like, I want to talk to someone about this, but obviously all my friends are away at uni, so I can't really talk to them about it